Here, shout out to IH. Let's see what the score is. God damn, we kicking Detroit ass in the fourth quarter. Damn. This one song. I'm gonna play this again. I'm gonna put it on low. It's 11:01 Eastern Standard Time. So I was watching this, listening to this right here. This isn't my video. I'm using it under the Fair Use Act. It came up in my jank. I'm gonna play a couple things, but first I'm just gonna let you listen to what they say about witchcraft and what they do.
My friend, there are things happening in the unseen realm that many of us ignore because we think everything physical is ordinary, but the spiritual world uses the physical world as a doorway. Nothing in the natural exists without a spiritual root. Witchcraft is not superstition. It is a system, an ancient order that understands the laws of spirit and matter. Those who practice it know that spirits need bodies to function on earth. That is why the devil always seeks a vessel. Just as God needs a willing body to express his will on earth, the enemy also seeks vessels to execute his agenda. And one of the most subtle ways witches monitor, manipulate, and invade lives is through animals. Now listen carefully. Every animal on this earth carries symbolic and spiritual meaning. In the Garden of Eden, it was not Eve who went to the serpent. It was the serpent who came to Eve. Why? Because the serpent was available for possession. It became a channel. Likewise, today, certain animals are used by dark powers as monitoring spirits to watch, observe, and report the lives of those walking in life. When you begin to rise in destiny, when you start walking in your divine purpose, you attract attention, not only from heaven, but also from hell. The higher your calling, the more surveillance the enemy sets against you. That's why you must not be ignorant of the devices of the enemy. Let's walk through some of these creatures the enemy uses to spy, distract, and attack the lives of believers. Sometimes witches don't need to stand near your home. They simply send their spiritual eyes through animals. These creatures become cameras in the spirit realm, transmitting information to covens, altars, and demonic networks. They watch who you talk to, how you pray, what decisions you make, and where your strength comes from. One of the most common is the owl. In the natural, transmitting information to covens, altars, and demonic networks. They watch who you talk to, how you pray, what decisions you make, and where your strength comes from. One of the most common is the owl. In the natural, the owl is a nocturnal bird. It sees in the dark. Spiritually, it represents wisdom, but also spiritual sight in the realm of darkness. Many witches use the owl because it can see what others cannot. When you notice owls consistently appearing around your house at night, sitting silently on trees or making strange cries when you pray, it's not always coincidence. In the spirit, such owls can be messengers sent to monitor your atmosphere. That's why the Bible says the night watch belongs to the vigilant. When you are asleep, someone is awake. You must be awake in the spirit when others are sleeping in the flesh. Another is the black cat. Don't rush to judgment on every cat, but understand that in witchcraft, cats are symbolic of secrecy, stealth, and possession. A black cat often represents a spirit that hides in plain sight. In many cultures, witches transform or send their spirit through cats to enter homes undetected. If a cat suddenly appears at your door, stares intensely into your eyes, or always lingers around your prayer room, you must discern beyond the surface. Darkness can take familiar forms to make you comfortable with its presence. That's how spiritual monitoring begins, through acceptance of what should be resisted. Then there are crows and ravens. These are birds of intelligence and strategy.
Crows and ravens. I told you, the biggest bird of prey is the eagle. Fuck the Baltimore Ravens. And I don't know who the fuck the crows is, but I'm going to show you a picture. I don't know nothing about no fucking Baltimore Ravens. I don't give two fucks about them. I know nothing. Nathaniel better happen to mine's because she's wearing an Eagles jersey in the land of the Ravens. Yeah, take that. Yeah, I see somebody just left. Yeah, you better go fucking leave. Fly the fuck away. Because I'm not playing. I said I will go to hell for my daughter. Both of them. So go back to your clothing and readjust. Now, my family might not hear me, but somebody in my family hears me. They understand what I'm talking about. Because H, he a Dallas Cowboys fan. Don't nobody give a fuck about nobody in fucking Maryland. I don't even know nobody in my family that like the Giants. The Buffalo Bills, none of that shit.
Strategy. In the Bible, ravens were sent by God to feed Elijah, which means they can carry divine or demonic assignments depending on whose authority they operate under. In the realm of witchcraft, crows are used to gather information and sow fear. Their loud cries, especially when they circle or rest repeatedly near your home, can signify monitoring. Their eyes are sharp, their flight silent, and their presence often symbolic of death or misfortune. You must learn to pray and cancel every surveillance spirit operating through flying creatures in your territory. Let's talk about snakes. These are ancient instruments of deception. Remember, it was the serpent that carried the voice of the enemy to Eve. Snakes represent subtle infiltration, hidden, quiet, strategic. Witches use snakes in the spirit realm to represent uncoiling monitoring powers, forces that stay hidden until you are vulnerable. Sometimes you'll dream of snakes or feel their presence in your environment without seeing them physically. That's because in the spirit, they symbolize spiritual spies who slide into your atmosphere undetected. The key to defeating serpentine spirits is light. They thrive in darkness and secrecy. But when you expose them with the light of truth and prayer, they lose power. There's another creature, the bat, a creature of twilight, neither fully of day nor night. Bats represent confusion and spiritual double living. They hang upside down, symbolizing inverted destinies. In witchcraft, bats are used to bring disorientation, spiritual blindness, and monitoring from the unseen corners. Their flight patterns confuse the eye, just as demonic distractions confuse the mind. When your environment becomes spiritually noisy, strange sounds, unease at night, it may not.
And I said, there's a time for everything under the sun. Under the sun, look. And what he says is not always be your imagination. Everything ain't always your fucking imagination. Should be fucking real. But again, what's whispered in the ear, no one could ever say what was whispered in the ear. So privacy and never showing and never giving somebody the original of a document.
Not always be your imagination. There are spiritual frequencies moving around you. But when your spiritual atmosphere is filled with worship and the word, these frequencies are disrupted and their signal is broken. Then there are rats. In the physical, they destroy, contaminate, and steal. Spiritually, they represent thieves of destiny, monitoring spirits that enter to steal your peace, your resources, or your...
What they say? The rat? Let me see. You know somebody out here we call rat? Do we know a whole fucking joint that's just ratting on people? A whole fucking thing, they call it the MOV3 sector. We don't know that everybody on there rat? We don't know that. And I ain't been gathering information. Yeah, I was MGR. That was the mic. And then dumbass Ratchet, the rat. Yeah, he wanted to go to another rat. Yeah, rats don't hang around rats and just be just chilling and shit. Like we chilling. You fucking family or something? So y'all telling me y'all used to have a whole fucking yesterday they said they used to be on a conference call with all the rats. What we gonna go tell? Who we telling on today? Or what fucking lies we getting ready to put out today? That's why sometimes I just come out and be like, what y'all gonna lie about today? Because y'all some lying motherfuckers. No, I'm not the son. I'm not Christ. I'm not none of that. I never said I was. I ain't Hare Krishna. I ain't none of that.
your spiritual focus. Witches sometimes use rats to invade homes to gather residue from people, hair, clothes, or food particles to use in enchantments. When rats constantly appear despite cleanliness, you may be dealing with more than a natural infestation. This is why you must always dedicate your home through prayer and the anointing. Evil cannot inhabit what is covered in glory. And then there is number 7, the one that shocks most people, the butterfly. You see, we prayer and the anointing. Evil cannot inhabit what is covered in glory. And then there is number 7, the one that shocks most people, the butterfly. You see, we associate butterflies with beauty, peace, and transformation, but that is why they are so effective in disguise. In witchcraft, butterflies can represent shape-shifting and astral projection. Certain practitioners send their spirits through forms that appear harmless, delicate, even beautiful, to observe undetected. That's why you must never judge the spirit by appearance. Not every gentle thing carries a gentle energy. The enemy often cloaks darkness in beauty to make you lower your guard. A constant butterfly hovering inside your house or following you across locations may seem innocent, but in the spirit it can signify monitoring disguised as elegance. The same creature that symbolizes new life in God can be perverted by the enemy as a symbol of hidden surveillance. What does this teach us? That the battle is not physical, it is spiritual. The enemy uses natural symbols to perform supernatural operations. When you see animals acting strangely around your environment, especially when you are entering a new level of favor, success, or revelation, it may be time to heighten your discernment. Do not panic, do not fear. Pray. The moment you understand that nothing physical happens without a spiritual cause, you stop living carelessly. Your authority as a believer is higher than any monitoring spirit. You carry divine jurisdiction over your space. The problem is not that witches monitor you. The problem is that you sometimes forget who you are. Authority is not exercised by shouting, but by standing in truth. The more you live in alignment with God's word, the less access darkness has to your domain. When an animal seems to repeat a pattern around you, speak to your atmosphere. Command your environment to align with the kingdom of light. When you anoint your home, speak scriptures that reinforce divine covering. When you wake up in the night, declare your space sanctified. Every movement in your environment must respond to the voice of authority. The devil monitors what he cannot master. Once you take dominion, he loses interest. You must understand that witches operate through legal grounds. If they monitor you, it's because a door is open. Check your life. Bitterness, fear, and secret sin are open windows. They give access to spirits that hide in animals to track your progress. Close those doors. Live pure. Live prayerful. Live watchful. Let every creature in your atmosphere serve God, not darkness. Speak blessing over your pets, your environment, and even the wild animals around you. When you sanctify your space, anything not of God becomes uncomfortable and leaves. Fill your home with worship, and no dark spirit can use an owl, cat, or butterfly against you. My friend, remember this. The enemy imitates creation, but only God owns it. Witches may use animals to monitor, but believers use the Spirit to discern. The righteous are never at a disadvantage. The eyes of the Lord roam to and fro throughout the earth, watching over those who fear him. You are not alone. You are not helpless, and you are not unguarded. Heaven watches while hell observes, but heaven rules. So tonight, look at your environment not with suspicion, but with awareness. Speak over every corner of your home. Say, only the Spirit of God has permission here. And watch how peace settles over your space. Darkness cannot monitor light, it can only flee from it. Fill your world with light, and every hidden eye of witchcraft will go blind. When the spirit realm begins to take interest in your life, it means you are carrying something valuable. Monitoring spirits are not sent after empty vessels. They are sent after those carrying purpose, power, and divine destiny. That is why you notice strange activity only when you decide to pursue your calling, when you begin to pray deeper, when you fast, when you decide to walk in purity. That is when the enemy takes notice. Every move of God in your life attracts the attention of both angels and adversaries. The more valuable your assignment, the more surveillance you draw from the dark side. You see, in the ancient world, witchcraft was not just about spells, it was about information. Whoever controls information controls power. That's why witches use animals to monitor you. They don't always want to harm you immediately. Sometimes they simply want to observe, record, and report. They study your weaknesses, your patterns, your emotions. They want to know when you are most vulnerable so they can strike effectively. That's why the Bible says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. The word.
Yeah, the lion. The lion. Y'all be lying. Motherfuckers be thinking they lions. Yeah, I just used that to draw the ball out. And yeah, I showed them the Mapagos lions. They was devouring shit for like 10 fucking years. They was killing all of the lions. The last lion name was what? If y'all know about the Mapagos lion, the last lion name was Mr. T. But nobody knew nothing about what happened to Makulu, which was the oldest one. So when I block niggas, I don't want to fucking talk to you because I'm about to fuck you up. Shit. I don't know who T is. Somebody called T. Who T? Yeah, I'm gonna fuck him up. He better go find his homies and all that shit. He gonna get fucked up. I'm saying this on live. I don't give a fuck if you working for the government or not, nigga. Well, who the fuck told you got, because you work for the government, you got a right to fucking draw blood on somebody? You telling me that the government that I serve, that I went voluntarily and signed up, they sent you after me? Nah, I ain't believing that, nigga, because they already know what I'm going to do to you as soon as I see you. Ball clapping motherfucker. I would get to playing these recordings on here and see how you was leaving these messages on here, ball clapping me because I was a Marine. Nobody fucking question me and asking me any fucking question. No, I'm not working for the fucking FBI. No, I don't know what no fucking professional snitch is. I don't know nothing about that. That's why I used to put this motherfucking shit right up here so the speaker can hear it. Yeah, I'm making a, you know, you on the run, nigga. I told you on the run. So everybody that hired him, T, to do some black magic on me, yeah, you might as well start fucking backtracking. What the fuck y'all thought I was? I told you, y'all thought Joe Jerk just got off work. I don't work. The motherfuckers that's working is the ones that's giving out the information of people that's not working. And on the 19th, I get to go not to the court. I get to go before the state and tell them, yeah, guys, you see this right here? This lady, she was writing this before you took that action. This person is on the witness list. in the MOV3 case. That's where y'all fucked up. I look at the witness list and the names that's on the witness list, and then I see, oh, that's how they coming through. All right. Well, they moved that back to February. Like what? February. That's my month. The second month. But let me take this off the screen. Now, I have a recording of someone saying that they were gang stalking me. That's right. And there is what's this bird? And what's behind there? That look like jack-o'-lantern. What the fuck they call that shit? A pumpkin. And they say, I told you the zero don't mean nothing. It say 2588. Like 88 did that to 25 or 52. Yeah, me, I'm 52. That's how I look at it. Snake eyes. Seth. Seth. Rolling dice. What the is it 8 on the dice? Oh god. But if you roll a 7, what? So all I do is just keep taking pictures of the gang, like somebody's tracking me through there, but they keep asking me to change my flag and keep trying to give me this gift. I'm not putting this shit on me. I'm a fucking Birds fan. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Owls, the Flyers, yeah, the 76ers. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't no Cowboys fan. You know, I don't hate them like I'm trying to kill them, but I ain't no Cowboys fan. It's just it's just football. What's the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens? What's his name? Lamar Jackson. That's good. The tiger, I mean, the lion, look what he got under him. A goat with 2 stars. Told you, I don't got no beef. I'm fighting a bank. So I'm telling you, don't bank on shit that y'all fucking talking about or whatever. I told you, I'm a man of my word. You should have think before you thought. When I was saying Lone Star funding, it was funded by Bank of America. And then it was the trustee was USA Bank, US Bank. So what people were looking for, they weren't going to find it. Because when I said this was my second chance, yeah, I just got the fuck out of jail fighting these motherfuckers. Like, what's up with y'all? Motherfuckers just calling my PO and shit, trying to put me back in jail. Y'all fucking crazy? Something wrong with y'all? Yeah, niggas get fucked up for that shit. Yeah, calling the motherfuckers PO. You can get fucked up for that. I never did nothing. However, I don't know why I got this notice in my email like, yo, we owe you some money. I don't know. Somebody named PayPal or something. They said something happened. I don't know. They said something they was doing fucked up. PayPal. They was doing some fucked up shit. Yeah, that's the same fucking company that Elon Musk. Yeah, wasn't he a part of Elon? His shit was fucked up. He was a part of. He was part of fucking PayPal. They did some fucked up shit. Now we just gave him $330 billion and he split. Yeah, I'm not part of them that believe that a fucking car or in them fucking cars, and I don't fuck with PayPal. I just signed up for it because they say you can move money around. But then I had to look at the name of the business. It's a technology. So if you're using the technology, try to follow me around. Why would I go to a big bank? I go to a big bank. Nah, I want to go to a bank where I ain't gotta go and do nothing. I just call them and tell them, yo, this happened, boom, 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 bam, and they give my money back. Gave my money back. That bank gave my money back. Everybody gonna give my money back till I didn't say nothing. See, I ain't go to the police. I told you. I went to the Supreme Court. It was confidential. Y'all started moving funny. So now, today, Sin City is asking, does she owe Miss Parker? But before we go there, I want y'all to remember this live right here that I put up. I said, damn, demons everywhere. I said, demons is everywhere in the MOV3 sector tonight. Gotcha. I knew I was hacked. Then, so now let's play what I was saying. About your family. Shout out to you. And if you're a father that divorced from a wife or whatever, but you're about your kids and set an example. Shout out to you if you're a father and you want child support. You can't make it, but one brother trying to put you all in jail for that shit, everything. Because they want to go to the court and put you in the system. But you do what you gotta do. Shout out to you. Let me say this. I don't give a fuck over here. Child support is still illegal. Yeah, child support is illegal. So I knew I was hacked because people start sending me shit. Yeah, talking about child support or shit, and people invite me to their channels on Instagram. So I don't know these people. I mean, I know the laws, but I don't know them people. What are demons? What are y'all demons? even go so far to look at the pictures y'all post at the time she post them. So I looked when they was gonna put that post of that girl that just died. And they was gonna post her with her tongue out. Yeah, y'all know what that sign is? So I'm really gonna see who's gonna post, knock it out. 322. They you know gonna play lottery and all that shit. All that shit. 322. Fight. I remember who was in my fucking chats that night that was Spanish officer because that's where I met every fucking house. So it's easy to go right back. Just know, like, who's calling codes or whatever. Hey, when I tell you I don't got nothing, I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. That motherfucker made it minus 8, but that pays them. So I can mind my business that pays me. So motherfucker just, oh. Shout out to all everybody. That's what you need to say that. So this was Father's Day. I don't got the date, but this was Father's Day. So I sent out like everybody around me. I told them Happy Father's Day. There go my one and only mine. She like a daughter to me. I'm gonna give you a special day at Christmas, and I'm buying you shit, paying rent, all that shit, all through the fucking year, and I'm gonna give you just one special day, and I'm gonna spend more money. No, but, you know, this car or whatever I do this time for boom, 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 boom. If you school, that's what you want to do. Go to school, get out. All these days and everything. I just people, yeah, we don't know each other. So we don't do it. 22 days ago, let's pull that up. She came 23. I almost just, I'm telling you, in the chats that night, people was all coming in as green. And then on a she's dancing or whatever while I'm live. Yesterday night or whatever the fuck you want to call it. She had on green. I'm just saying. It's going to I said, even when I went killing, when I went live, what I say? What I say? I said I invited y'all in.
With a subliminal.
I'm telling you that happened. Y'all did. What y'all did? I think one person said one person that we the earliest. I know me. Ever. I mean, I say that, but I just fucking shit off this fun. Just discuss this. Nation. My oldest daughter, she just turned 30. So she chose my that share have a party with her dad. But I'm cool with it. But she turned 30. Yeah. It's nobody touching the daughter. It's on her blood. It's that. Yeah. So it's looking for me, but yes. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you're a nigga, a bitch. I don't give a fuck. If you try to hurt my daughter, I mean, either any of them try to hurt any blood in my family, I'm trying to talk to them. And yes, sorry. Male child. Keep the name going. But you know, they get, yeah, either they don't get fucking married, so they gotta take on, we marry somebody, they gotta take on their blood, all that bit of shit getting all mixed up, right? Better pass it on for blood. It's just how you read it. Even my child, herself, so couldn't be helped. It's still fun. I have to come to a fucking fun. Yeah, I'm like fucking 120 miles. I'm on 95. So I'm letting everybody know I'll be on 95. Yeah, go up and down at 495. Yeah, whatever. Get the rides. Or I'm gonna stay next to mine because I'm waiting for your dog. Let's see. said, green, that's what I say green. Is money. The color, that's the dollar bill. Green. So, somebody, someone, 23, 24, at the phone, I'm just reading shit off my head without even fucking at the video. You can't see the way. Most people don't say low and folk showing some green. I know, put low and folk and say 314. I don't know what that 314 is. Y'all know what that 314 is? You know what I'm saying? It's St. Louis, let's do. But don't. That's a military code right there. 314. I know my room knows the 314. That's at 314. I recognize. Anybody talk about my kids, I ain't down. So you get my saying, if y'all fucking business, get my name and get on any fucking type of demon, get me fucking out of this. But I ain't gonna tell you about the settings. He was there and there. I told you they were filling up our live stream. Yesterday. I said, element of surprise. They get you every time.
So you dummies went into StreamYard.
Don't forget that. And yes, a blue, red going with a fucking a beard.
So she was putting that out on 6/16/24.
So
That's 666.
not on my watch. Who not on my watches.
We follow everybody.
Look at the top. It say live, and then it say Javante Davis. Then it say Young Thug, professional boxing, fathers, music, mixers. That's what it said at the top.
Yeah, I'm really happy about it. And just knows somebody trying to notice my pattern. Somebody trying to notice my pattern. 11 a.m. 15. At 10:45, yo, all in fucking 15 I'm here. The other one's playing on my phone. This is under fair use. Listen to what he's saying. It's not my video, it's 3 days ago. He's talking about the judge and the RICO case.
The judge presiding over Young Thug's trial is in a world of trouble. Now, the entire Judge Linville situation started yesterday when Young Thug's attorney decided to speak up in court after learning about something really unethical and damn near illegal that took place behind Young Thug's back.
Supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Silva supposedly said, actually, all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications.
See, most people probably don't even understand what the fuck this man's saying. What he's saying is that this judge right here had a meeting with a fucking witness and just the prosecutor without the defense counsel being there, and the defense counsel found out. So the judge to shut this lawyer up, he locks him up, try to lock him up, because he won't tell him how he found out that they had a meeting between prosecutor and witness. So here it is, this man, right here. Many creators, content creators, suggested this video.
That we have a constitutional right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I know what I do.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
They discovered that
How did you come find the information? Nigga, it don't matter if he had a fucking mic in that fucking office. Nothing. He ain't got to tell you shit. If you get ready to lock him up. That's not a constitutional right. I really know it's constitutional right. Why the fuck shit and I know mine.
that the judge and the prosecutors conspired to coerce a witness in a secret meeting in the judge's chamber to testify against Young Thug. Now, when this information was brought to light, the judge was more concerned with how Young Thug's attorney found out. And as we all probably already know by now, Young Thug's attorney refused to tell the judge how he found out this information. So the judge held him in contempt of court and sentenced him to 20 days in jail.
Take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
What's the artist name? A material that is still like I don't know, something. It's still. He refusing to bow down to the judge. I know that. Y'all see these dudes messing with their ears, making all fake justice. And that boy right here, he picking it up. Say this guy, say Nash, and all of them, they picking it out.
Look, he got right up. What's up?
Look, I'm not armed. He has on a blue tie. Let's show him I'm not armed. Good.
The world
And then whisper in his ear. That full comes big cut in right there.
was stuck. Like the judge was acting like he got caught doing something really wrong, and he was trying to do whatever he could to conceal the wrongdoing he did. But today we found out exactly why. That judge has been trying to find out who ratted him out and been doing everything he can to suppress that information.
Everybody wants to get something from somebody to leverage. So that's whatever I'm talking about, I'm fucking talking about. I ain't no motherfucking Malcolm X. I ain't fucking Martin Luther King. I ain't trying to be no motherfucker. Medgar Evers. I ain't trying to be none of that shit. But I know what I ain't gonna fucking stand for. I already got people out there. Go as far as
You don't even see it. 314 right there. Look at 314 right there. He got 5. Look at his SEO score on Facebook. It's 5.
Oh, it's back. We will find out in a motion.
He's showing you this, but I've shown y'all what drop. DJ drop. We kind of do this music secure. I don't care about none of this. So we got side. here, we don't even know nothing over here. We just let's show attention. Probably a couple states. So keep watching him, we'll keep watching you. Hey, that's no fair exchange, no robbery. Crazy. I don't know who that is. I'm just saying. Just start downloading anything. I ain't even tripping. Whatever the fuck you want. Put it out on the internet. Yeah, fuck. Most important documents and all that shit. Ain't nobody's business but between the trust I have between my family and my bloodline. Just I was put up there on the screen. I was like, I know it's River Falls, water, falls, I don't know.
So Scorpio problem right there.
Scorpio problem says most of these motherfuckers are linked together before that. Yeah, exactly, but are you noticing the captain of the ship? That's Brandon. Whatever which Brandon you want to put up there. He's real hot right now. There's rumors about him being gay and not gay. I'm gay. I'm gay. I don't know. That's the same. That's something here. Just with that he is. I'm just saying. All right. He has daughter. I don't know what he gave up for his daughter or her wife. I don't know. Ain't no babies. They walk to no fucking water. I ain't drinking no juice. Shit. Or was still, if he still is, prosecuted. Fucking play. That motherfucker played. Look, somebody named John F. Remedy. Look, John F. Remedy says exactly a remedy. But we have to know who we're talking about. Well, we're all talking about the judicial system, but the remedy, jail, remedy, or is or this is medicine, whatever, however you trying to use it. But Ex parte, that's what everybody is covering. Ex parte. Young thugs attorney will no longer have to serve jail time. Look, but we've earned. Yeah. And then it's like we'll never get the remedy right. And it's natural. It's natural. Right? I ain't got no reason to lie. I ain't got no reason to lie. Listen. We over here, we just reside. We just talking over here long enough. We just do it on the at first. The people that's watching me don't say. I'm telling you, be quiet. There's demons everywhere. There's no bush up there going up there and talk. But the demon on 88 or your friend. You trying to out everybody. You are a liar. Let's go. Clean 88 was big baby 2 weeks ago, and now I'm not on my way. Let's talk about this. She was officially done 3 days ago. Why you still talking? But you, I know what you was talking about. Are you loud now?
Put the green on.
The trees in the background.
And Javante Tank and Javante Davis getting ready to fight the bull. That really won, and they robbed him. He beat that bull.
88 for real. Go down with Queen 88. Whoever the fuck Lady 8, Lady 8 for real. And she going down with Queen 88. Yes. I'm not falling. That's the way to that. Rain, rain, rain. I see water, I see rain, I see water, I see rain, I see clean, I see rain. I don't see my daughter. I see color. My favorite numbers, my favorite numbers. You know, I was happy because my computer came back up because when I restarted it after I told everybody, you know, all you need to do is restart it. I know what mine is. So I invited you. So welcome. Now your ass gonna stay it. Gonna stay in this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I invited you in. All that. Make sure I get you in here. Lock your ass in. All the fucking emails. Where you came from. Download them. I'm talking too much for a reason. The other ones telling me what these things.
Enough for this one. I said it this long time ago. So today, before I come on, YouTube again says this what I should. This is for me. This is for you. And what is it? The first day of trial, U.S. Breast versus Brandon Rainwater, Sean G. et al. Day one, the mockumentary. Charleston White said that the guy, whoever was running down there, they said they was going to identify him by his drawers. This guy ain't locked up. He ain't under investigation. So that's what so glad trying to get.
Big on the chain. He's like, yeah, I need like 3 more minutes to go.
Because somebody else sent me another link. I just never opened it.
Let me start that screen, present this one.
The apartment where Mo3 stayed tonight, and it also showed him following a similar path of the rapper before he was shot. All right, there's your recap. Now here's the part where it's taken a little bit of a turn. Since the news, the witness.
It's 3 years ago. April 27th, 2021, this was uploaded.
Witness, Josie, has obviously been receiving backlash after backlash after backlash for not notifying Mo3 that these guys were allegedly plotting to kill him. Taken to her Instagram account, she exposed one fan's message, and the message was a question that I think we would all like to know the answer to. Why didn't you tell 3 your baby daddy was blowing up your phone trying to see if he was over there? Why you ain't do nothing? You ain't care for 3 because if you did, no matter who it was, baby daddy or not, no person would have been able to get close to 3. You trifling AF.
Now, I wonder, look, they say, so she say, stop watching me, weirdo. Ooh, somebody watching her.
Weirdo.
And then contact her. That's her DM. Somebody watching her, and who y'all think that is? I mean, I could go to Queen Katita. What was that, Katita? And I bet you that matched right up with Ashley. So how Ashley watching this girl already, and then she knew that the baby daddy did it. Not just there, but if you go to Queen Katita on Planet of the Fakes, dude had that shit like they went live like that same night. And then Ashley was on there.
So they tell him, so they saying for you, me, this is what I should be looking at. God, I don't know.
And people have been part, like it got real small over here. But there's been certain people that just been with me all the time. There's females that was just sending me stuff. And then other people were sending it to me anonymously. But I would think I was always worried that I don't want to put bullshit into it. So I would look at the stuff, but I'm not going to put the spin that somebody else is trying to. But they were sending me stuff from years ago, like to look at. And I just, first of all, why are they even sending it to me?
They must have trusted me. Guess I don't know.
Until I watched Planet of the Fakes and listened to it.
He still was moving. So that was my intention to follow them at first. So I backed back to see when he was straight. Then so he started talking to me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm good, I'm good." Then he was like, "Oh, hoe ass nigga, so." You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, "Damn, what happened?" He was like, he didn't know. He was like, he felt anxious about it at the beginning. He said, I just felt it. That's how he kept saying. And after that shit, he told me to grab his. I'm just telling y'all what this man.
So
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Part like it got real small over here, but there's been certain people that just been with me all the time. There's females that was just sending me stuff, and then other people were sending it to me anonymously. But I would think I was always worried that I don't want. To put bullshit into it, so I would look at the stuff. Remember, because if he can mock people. Where are his lawyers at? If they bailed on him? Where your lawyers at? Because I knew right here. Let me share my screen.
We already did it yesterday, dumbass. I'm going viral. You a dumbass. I see that. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'll take.
That's when you know a nigga is a dummy. Fuck is you telling me that you went to talk to the FBI? So why they had you coming down there? Who had you taking the fucking lie detector test? And I'm the dummy? No, nigga. We're gonna see who the dummy on the 19th. I'm telling you the date that it's gonna happen. Yeah. This time I'm gonna look them in their face. See, last time they called. This time I'm gonna look them in their face on a Zoom call, and I'm gonna look at them in their face and show them text messages and the documents and all the shit y'all been doing. That's the state. They ain't the police. It's just where you been fucking with my money at. So, yesterday I was going to show y'all the thing about the Selling Witch Project, what the name of the people was, the name of the witches that they crucified or, put to death, executed, who got their shit commuted and all that shit. Bro, I don't know what fucking version of the Bible you reading that you thought you was gonna hire Terrain Hicks to come against me, and that nigga is saying he a professional snitch, and now they saying you a professional snitch. I guess you're a professional snitch if you're an informant. And they taking a lie detector tests, but those lie detector tests can't be used in court. So they'll still you can take a lie detector test and still go fucking testify. They don't give a fuck about if you was lying on a lie detector test. They lied for, you think they made a fucking test that fucking agents, military, everybody know how to beat that fucking test. It's bullshit science. Like fucking going to space is bullshit science. Yeah, like NASA. Yeah, all them billions of dollars NASA fucking stole from us. Is you crazy? We've got to pay for that shit. And we got to pay for the keep. If somebody don't knock you down, we got to pay for somebody to lock you up all that time. Because you got like 3 bodies, right? You got like at least 3 bodies. Yeah. See, you wasn't calling me, was you? Because we all know who the fuck a rat is. You ain't know who you was talking. She was talking to. Yeah, you got, nigga. You got. Somebody was in there telling, and it was likely you that was in there talking about some bodies and some robberies. The boss CEO Drake said that you was trying to set people up anyway in the first place. Trying to set. He was saying that you was trying to set. Now I don't know if his word is bond like that, but yeah, you always fucking talking. You do all the talking. And you just the type of nigga that I would use to do all the talking, because when shit go down, yeah, I'm gonna let you go down. Because I ain't know nothing about what you was doing. Now, I don't know who was giving you butterflies in your stomach that you traded on your man. Somebody was working witchcraft on your dumb ass, you stupid ass nigga. 3 months ago, I posted this. And I particularly just posted exactly what y'all was doing. But y'all don't know the difference between Medicaid and Medicare. So Medicare is one thing, Medicaid is another thing. Your daughter, stepdaughter, that's not me writing that. They dirty. Yo, I said my spit game must be crazy for her to be doing all of this. My spit game. Because this woman is married. My suave bola, like, you know. That made you this mad that you go and do something that you go too far. There is a point of no return. You know that. There's a point of no return, and that's called death. The next step is death or jail for people like you. And you know who caught the tape? Somebody from Philly. Dick Gregory. So if you think I don't put names and shit together, I asked you, did you see A. King next to V. Nino's name? Yeah. I got kings in my family. See, you thought you didn't know who you was fucking with.
Yo.
Thank you. It's beyond crazy. I don't got this bitch social security number or nothing. Ain't dead. I got the evidence to shut up. People don't know about me and my family. Oh. From Japan. He was a Marine in Japan. Soon as I'm getting ready to put that shit up, she hit me up. Please don't put that up. People don't know about me and my family. All right. Now tell the truth to people then. A gun or nothing. I'm a motherfucking Marine. So you could go get your fucking husband. I will fuck him up because I made you send me a picture of him. And I was like, where he's at? In Japan. Because I knew at that time, I knew this brown boy. From Japan. He was a Marine in Japan. Soon as I'm getting ready to put that shit up, she hit me up. Please don't put that up. People don't know about me and my family. All right. I never did it. I just let her just keep putting up shit about me. That's how I figured everybody out in that chat. That's how I figured out fucking Q. Yeah. And what y'all was trying to do. So You can't fake the truth. Many of you on here talk about how fucked up I am and everything. Y'all up there talking about how fucked up the KID is and everything. And so is my doctor. My doctor say I'm fucked up too. Both of them. The onset, or maybe the drugs I'm taking is making my fucking, I forget things. That's why I gotta keep talking and putting them on these tapes. Because they have me on some type of drug that it starts fucking with your memory. But it's either your short-term memory or your long-term memory. I mean, hey, win some, lose some. I don't know why the fuck you a fucking mermaid up there. Who the fuck all these butterflies is and all of this bullshit y'all talking about. I don't know nothing. But I know motherfucking come the 19th, if y'all was trying to fuck the trial up, it's get ready to get unfucked up. And now more shit gonna come out. Shout out to Beatmaster. Say what up, my boy. Like now more shit gonna come out. Because I told you, you must didn't understand. The Medicare fraud and all of that, yeah, that company got they got indicted already. Yeah. So your dumb ass, you need to be underwater. I can pretend that whatever the fuck you is, a mermaid, whatever you is now. I don't know what you is now. People kept trying to have me stop saying stuff about you, man. I don't give a fuck about that. That shit fall back on me. That shit falls on my daughter. And you said they dirty. They dirty? Bitch, you dirty. That's why you sticking your tongue out, trying to show you ain't even know how to brush your motherfucking tongue. That means you got stank ass breath, and you got them fucking claws, fucking feet. And my daughters don't have that. And you got that Harriet Tubman hair. That's why I call you Harriet Tubman, because you don't exist. You don't exist. You're an act of Congress. You work for the government. You part of the government. Because you said, I don't listen to nobody but the I was going to listen to nobody but the white man. I don't listen to him either. I don't listen to no man. Who the fuck is you talking to? Who you thought you was talking to? I ain't scared to tell a judge something. I just jacked his ass up too, confidentially. And all I used to do was sit a woman up here, and a woman would say something, and then you would go off. I just know how to push your button. So you go run after Q, and I ask Q, I'm like, Q, is that your real sister? Fuck is you worrying about somebody else fucking business for? Like, niggas need to mind their motherfucking business. What you looking at? What you looking at dick pics or something? Like niggas that be worrying about the next man. I don't give a fuck about the next man. I don't want to see his dick. I don't want to see none of that shit. Yeah, shit was funny just a week ago. So let it keep being funny. It's already been said, because the phone's got to be tapped by now. If they wasn't tapped before, I know my motherfucking phone is tapped now because motherfuckers was telling me, yo, your shit sound fucked up. And there's no way possible that the company I'm with, their shit could get tapped. Because I got rid of fucking T-Mobile and all of that shit and rid of the phone. Yeah, they be bunny hopping phones. Yo, dog, so I keep telling you, don't put me in none of y'all shit. I don't know nothing about what happened down there. We reading public documents. If y'all's fucking involved in it, you fucking involved in it. I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Except, yeah, when I asked for y'all to give me Ratchet, and when I say give me, yeah, y'all protected that nigga. And he a child molester and a woman beater. And the nigga don't know how to run no company or nothing. His show from last night when he said that YouTubers is lying, why that shit on members only? Yeah, you had to be there. Go look at his members and then go look at the members of Cool Gotti's team. And MOV3. Because if he want to go and start his career and do that and go forward in life, yo, I'm gonna be behind that. Because he telling his soul, he's singing. Yeah, people should be looking at what people's last name is. I told you I had Williams in my family. I told you I was going to learn, y'all. Meaning study y'all and then learn you. Teach. Because if I say I knew accounting in 10th grade to not mess with the stock market, one of the reasons was I'm asking, like, why the fuck would this dude that's teaching accounting, who you work for? You work for the school district? You ever own your own business? So how the fuck do you know about accounting? You just reading books. You ever been through any of this shit? So when they told us to do our project, I knew never to touch no stocks. And I don't. And everybody in my company, I told them the same thing, don't touch no stocks. Don't invest in no stocks because it's controlled by somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm showing you, trading places. It's easy. Yeah, if I get the information before you, you crash the stock market. Yeah, I could crash. I would know how to crash the stock market if I had the information before you. Remember, he was choking when he said, "It was the Duke. It was the Duke." Yeah. So why the fuck would I trust Duke Farrell? I ain't say he be lying all the time, but he's talking about some shit that he shouldn't be talking about. He had no discretion. He just jumped in and he just put his hat. He just threw his hat in the joint like, Me and him met somewhere. Come over here and do his thing over here. Like he was going to bring Ratchet out and say that he did this and that. Nah, he ain't bring Ratchet out and say shit. None of y'all niggas ever went against him. Y'all have been scared of that motherfucker. So everybody it went to, look what happened to him. Yeah, they been to jail. Only one escaping jail right now is the bull. What's the bull? MHB. He just he keep fighting against everybody. He keep flip flopping like a fucking fish, like everybody. And he was the one that said that to my homeboy Gilly. And bro, I already told you I put on for my city. Like when you said that shit about Gilly, probably the only time that I ever went to fuck off on this joint. But I slowed down and then somebody actually sent me something to get you. But nah, I wasn't gonna do that because I didn't want no co-defendants. So I just showed the receipts. So I guess we'll know soon who King Banzo Bling is. Who was, if he was using his, either he was using his Gmail in jail. Like I didn't even know you can get. They got Gmail in jail now. That's crazy. And if he had a Jizak and Jizel to start it, it was an Android. So somebody sent him an Android, probably one of them government joints. And the government joint, boom. You still gotta. If they don't give a fuck if the government gave you one of them SafeLink wireless phones and all of that shit like that. I'm with all that shit. Yeah, you put whatever you put in that joint. Yeah, they know. So when y'all trying to put out propaganda, yeah, I don't buy it. I'm just trying to see who putting the propaganda out. So that joint said law. I don't take nothing to say ton on the back of it. Lawton, Mr. Lawton. So what was Rainwater supposed to do? He was supposed to get the money back that he stole from the estate from Yellow Beezy. Yeah, I remember how much it was, about 300,000, somewhere around there. Then he said the boy was in $500,000 worth of debt. All right. So you got 300,000 on there. They said Empire, I guess they got accountants and shit like that. I don't know if you got an accountant or not, but I can almost certainly believe that Empire has an accounting department, and you fucking the numbers up. Took me a minute to figure out. Beatmaster to come up here and talk to me. He said, and when he came up, I was talking about Gilly and my Gilly and yeah, Gilly, my homie, and Louisiana man, Bootsy meeting, and they whispered something. And he was like, "Nah, I don't know nothing about that." I don't know what they was talking about, but he said there was some bullshit up Harrison. He brought some bullshit up Harrisonburg. I was like, Harrisonburg? Yeah, it took me a minute to catch on to it. Yeah, and my homie told you don't buy out there. You like the smoke? I like the smoke. Yeah, Harrisburg is the capital. That's the capital. Told you it ain't had nothing to do. It couldn't have been the boy Bizzusi. It wouldn't have been able to benefit him because it was a double cross. And now shit keep happening to Boots. The boy, he went white when he went in. Yo, I'm telling you, this nigga, he went in for the hammer. And immediately pled guilty right to the magistrate. I ain't never seen no shit like I ain't never seen so many fucking people. Only in dollars, man. That's some only in dollar shit. That motherfucker go to and plead guilty before you get a bail, anything. You just plead guilty. They ain't even get a chance to tell you what the fucking charges was. You just pled guilty before the person, the first person that you seen in the black robe, that's the motherfucker that just tell you what you charged with. And then your lawyer's supposed to be there. You say, yo, I'm guilty or not guilty. And then they set a bond. Look up what a bond means. That's why I showed that. You think they put up any money? No, they don't put up no money. A bond company is the same as a fucking bank. They don't put up no money. It's all with a signature on a piece of paper that funds everything. So you either sign the name of a business or you sign your name. So if you don't understand what that means, you need to go look at the United States Code and read the Uniform Code, Uniform Commercial Code. Yeah. Because it's funny for the gun. You ain't even get no restitution or nothing. Like, yo, you don't got no restitution. They gave me some restitution. And ain't nobody got hurt from somebody buying houses. Nobody got hurt from buying houses. The bank ain't gave us shit. The fucking mortgages wasn't late. None of that shit. They ain't bring none of that. Right now, yeah, I'm up on the government. They owe me. What? You owe me. You owe a lot more than that now. If you intentionally was, if you was intentionally putting out propaganda and messing with a veteran, you can't do that to a veteran. Yeah, you don't remember the bull? Y'all remember Donald Trump? Yeah, he allowed veterans to sue the government again. Yeah. So he went over there, he had like third or fourth stage fucking cancer. The doctors and the military misdiagnosed him like they did me. So mama come in and say, yo, you can go to a regular doctor. They ain't know what the fuck wrong. They put all these motherfucking cords and shit in my head and all of that shit. They ain't know what the fuck is wrong with me. And I don't know what the fuck is wrong. The doctor said, this is what's wrong with me. And this is what I need to take. So that's what I'm going to take. What the doctor said. Yeah, the one that registered, both of them are registered with the state. Matter of fact, all three of them are registered with the state. It was my third doctor, naturopathic doctor, started telling me about. He just needed me to say about 3 seconds or something like that. And he could tell me everything that was wrong in my body. So before I went to the doctor, the MD, I already knew what was wrong with me. And I already knew what the cure was. Yeah, people I ain't put that shit up. But somebody went and started looking at all his tapes. I remember her telling me I'm starting to look at what he was saying. Yeah, because you must be fucking, your motherfucking chest must be about to fucking explode. You can do all the dancing and hipping and stopping, you do it up, dop it, and all of that shit. You want everybody to do all of that. 19 on this floor. You see, run them up, show a little this. Yeah, and that's the same thing I did. I ain't showing my this though. I got two of them. One is a big one, and one is a little one. Then they got the cloud. You know, shit be going up into a cloud. So, yeah, other people, whoever got that phone, they saw all of those messages. They must have seen all of those messages. Cause I don't know how to fucking log out of that iPhone because I ain't want nothing to do with it. But I knew how to get it onto my computer. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was gonna come kill me. Not just what the recording said, that my good and faithful moderator recorded. But bam, what you said on the jizz on it. They ain't say he's gonna rape. Yo, motherfuckers, yo. My nephew's like he's ready to jump through the fucking TV, man. For real. And that's for the boy in St. Louis. Y'all motherfuckers need to stop talking that shit because y'all niggas ain't about y'all is not about trying to do none of that. We already know y'all federal agents, so we ain't trying to say no, we don't even know nothing. We already know y'all federal, like y'all think y'all deputy dogs and shit. Yeah, like you got a badge that you freely call into CPS and report each other when y'all all friends. It already been showing that y'all all friends. And y'all wasn't never trying to do nothing for a MOV3. Y'all not even trying to protect the people that the state trying to call. That's why I stopped showing them. And start paying attention to them. What their names is, who was calling them, what the fuck, why Yella Beezy asking for that. I start worrying about that. Told you I don't gamble. Anything I do, any reservation. Keep this conversation. You know, get it, and then all this in between about everything. He made that. He made that the same year I was getting ready to go to jail. That's still my favorite fucking song. One of my favorite songs from Babyface. That's his name, Babyface. Don't let that go over your head. Think of how many songs he wrote. You think Babyface play around with that shit? Huh? L.A. Reid, you think they was playing around with their money? No. You think Jigga's playing around with his money? No. So why fuck would I be playing around with mine? Like I'd be at the fucking casino or something like that, gambling shit. I'm not gambling shit. It's accounting. Simply basic accounting. The judge said that I couldn't make $1 million, right? Legitimately. So that's stuck in my mind. I tripled that. For the signature. And every year Yeah, that that debt that's supposed to go to the government, that somebody don't have to pay any tax, somebody get their taxes back in the family. So as long as my family eating, I eat. Now, judge would have leaked some info. A judge, whether he was in the state or he was in the Fed, if he would have leaked some information like that. First of all, the judges, whoever they are invested in is public information on the public site. So this judge happened to be on the public site in a case where somebody sued him, and someone told me he was involved in something financial. So that judge who didn't know what a fucking veteran was, and I wasn't supposed to never be in his courtroom, sentenced me to jail and called me a liar, that I wasn't a veteran. So that means that judge don't know how to read the fucking law. Yeah, you're a lawyer. You just a lawyer that somebody gave a role when you in the state. You didn't get appointed by the president. The people elected you there, and people gave money to you. Now, I don't know if you're a Democrat or what. I don't know what the fuck you is. But I know you need to go read Title 50 and Title 38 and then find out how many tours I did before you say I ain't no fucking veteran. I don't know how many tours I did. The federal government didn't even know how fucking many tours I did when I did my Fed beat. Niggas are stupid like, But I bet you you go right on Pennsylvania website, look up Robert Haas, whatever the fuck the name is, Judge Haas, look up them lawyers, and I guarantee you, they got stock and everything. They the one that write the laws. They wrote the LLC law for themselves and couldn't take advantage of it. So how smart are they? So now they call PCs or PLLCs. They all that. So I showed y'all my lawyer. He right here on YouTube. Is he lying about trust? Yeah, he couldn't be lying. He a lawyer. Y'all ain't take his channel down. See, like I said, Justice Scalia said the art in persuading judges is not to be putting all that shit, all these motherfucking motions that be like 60, 70 fucking pages. You think he get ready to read it? No. You think he read mine? Yeah. That's why he wouldn't never rule on it. I'll take him out that chair. He wouldn't be the first fucking judge in history of Pennsylvania that they took out a chair. Remember they had the little scandal? Yeah, the judge was up there making all this noise, pumping his dick up while he was in the courtroom doing cases. Yeah, that nigga sending juveniles to his people's private fucking jail. Yeah, send you to a private jail till they making money. Send you to the feds, still making money. But the supremacy clause, that's federal law, which is against the Constitution, all of that shit becomes unconstitutional due to the supremacy clause, whose law is superior. The state's law is superior only in certain places. Why the fuck why they still locking people up for weed in the feds unless they found a way to let the state, yeah, we'll let you sell weed. We'll call it THC or THCA. Nobody's going to see that. 3% of 3. Then, like, who won't know who's robbing these? Look, who don't know who robbing the fucking truck, the armored truck? Who you think robbing the truck? It's all cash. Who you think robbing? Who give them the information? They get inside fucking information. And then go stick that fucking armor car, the armored truck up. And call it civil forfeiture. Yeah, where y'all get this money from? don't know who becomes a champion at the end of all of this shit. Who I'm playing on that game. But those that shit ain't coming up there that fast. Like if I put your game up there, yeah, I got more people playing your game too. Whoever the owners are. You couldn't invoke someone that served into PSD to think that he's at war, that he needs to start taking all these fucking pictures. And then somebody all the way in New Orleans or wherever the fuck she stay. Yeah, some bitch that was throwing some cars around the other day. Yeah, big lips. The dick sucking lips, Sin City. Yeah, that's all you gotta look at the thumb tool right there. Sin City and Ratchet TV. Yeah, something up right there. And Queen 88. Why they she ain't taking Queen 88 no more. Hey, choose. Yeah, it seems like a couple of y'all down there ducking Queen 88. She takes self-defense classes. She's ready to resemble or some shit. I don't know. I mean, women down there are the women of. It's a lot of women today like they just want to kill a man. They ready to fight a man and kill a man. Think a man trying to hurt him. That a man can't be a man without putting his hands on him. You know, they just walk away from it. Like, I'm not gonna listen to that shit. But a woman say, yeah, I'm walking away from you. All right. Been on.
Now, tell the truth to people then. Like you're doing now. And I appreciate that.
You need to leave me alone, baby. And that's how you're going to land yourself back in that penitentiary. Leave Sharon alone before you find yourself somewhere you don't want to be, dummy. I keep on warning you that I have connections. You don't listen. You're just stupid as hell. Just like when you come over there trolling, you think I don't know who you are, and all your little people you send over there.
Right, stop. We gonna end that right there, cause that's beyond crazy. Y'all.
Thank you. It's beyond crazy. I don't got this bitch social security number or nothing. I got the evidence to show that I ain't do nothing but help you try to pay your bills because you said you needed help. Now, this is just karma coming back around to you. You know, sometimes the Most High make people that did something, like, remember Lord Giles? What's his name? Lord Giles, whatever the fuck his name was. He slipped at the mouth and said that when he came out of the room with Martin Luther King, he stepped to the side so they could get a clear shot. He said this on a fucking like nationwide TV. And you know who caught the tape? Somebody from Philly. Dick Gregory. So if you think I don't put names and shit together, I asked you, did you see A. King next to V. Nino's name? Yeah. I got kings in my family. See, you thought you didn't know who you was fucking with. I know my lineage, but some of them people, they married into the family. If they married into my family, they married into my family.
Y'all, I don't know what the fuck y'all have going on, but that was beyond crazy. I mean, look,
Q, if he put my number out, I'm gonna
look,
go to whatever length
I
that
don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Why would they be telling me to bring this out now? Why would YouTube say for you? Like they was telling me to play this after they just, I don't know. I just told you they put some money in my account and told me it was because of some lawsuit that I didn't file. Somebody else filed the lawsuit. So if I say I put up Evolve Trust and I see that people was forming Evolve Trust as companies in the states that they were, and they were calling them domestic. That means that each Evolve Trust was their own individual person, and you don't never do that. You don't do that. They register, but they don't register. They register as either foreign or they don't have to register, and that's what a revocable trust is. Why would I ever have to register a revocable trust? And you keep having this nigga DG keep asking me would I verify something. Verify what? I'm not verifying a motherfucking thing on this motherfucking internet with none of you niggas. Except for what I showed you. Whatever I show you is verified. If I say something, it's verified, but I'm not showing my account no more. It just came from PayPal. So y'all start thinking about all of the money that y'all was sending through, to what pairs y'all were sending them through, and who had the leaks. There ain't nobody from my fucking company, because they dead. The company was started, my grandmother, brothers, all of them. They've been started it years ago. Yeah, our family been started the trust. They know about trust all the way. I don't know. They been know about it. You go look up the Newtons, and then it don't cost that much either. It costs you like $32 a month to get Ancestry.com to get the goddamn fucking Jones right. The census, because that's the one that comes around and say who's in the house. Ask you question who stay here, and nobody knew who stayed with me because I didn't allow them to have names, names on bills, because I'm giving them a chance at life. I didn't use their name to get no cable. I ain't use their name to do none of that shit. Didn't have to. You trying to not only get me locked up, you talking about you trying to get my daughters locked up? Bitch, you lost your motherfucking mind. You think I could ever trust anything that you fucking say? Yeah. Some person just got back in touch with me and told me that they didn't have nothing to do with that. And I believe her. So, good luck. That's it for me tonight. Y'all fucking go fight, play y'all fucking games, them little fucking wisdom PlayStation or whatever the fuck y'all want to play. And I want to play, do all of that shit. This is just
That
three.
I have to go out.
Crazy. Both of y'all are crazy. It's starting to sound like y'all meant for each other.
Stop. Like I hate when people even say that. I don't even care about this bitch breathing. I don't. I just can't say what I want to say because it's on the internet, and I don't hit women. But this bitch go around talking about I beat my wife, I beat my daughter. Bitch, is you crazy? My daughters ain't scared of me. I said every fucking body that got in my way, I'm gonna run through them. Until I found, yeah. You see, Ratchet put up that thing called the Browns.
Yeah, that's my little chihuahua. That's my little bitch.
I ain't say Ratchet lie all the time. I just said he lied.
That's what it's going to sound like. I'm not
I'm
gonna
already
lie.
crazy, Q. I'm not gonna let him listen, Q. I am not going to let him be plastering up online personal information. You think and anybody else think I'm not gonna do anything back. Putting up, listen, your last 4 digits be on everything. Okay, I know y'all don't realize that. As long as the other digits are not up there. All right, period. But he put my entire number up there.
Your last
So
4
he
digits be on
lucky.
what? Hold on. Your last 4 digits be on what?
Your last 4 digits of your social security number be on many things, Q. Many things. The last 4 digits. Okay, that is nothing.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, it depends.
And the thing about it, you don't need to put my phone number up though. Okay, because I didn't.
Let me put her phone number up right now. Watch this. And bitch, you can't fucking talk about you want your phone number to be fucking anonymous after you went to the fucking police. You called the police. You showed your phone number, you dumb bitch. Just like fuck you and Ratchet.
Fuck you up. Call the police. And tell how the whole situation go down. That if you call from California, yo, the police here get they get a regular number. I don't know. Maybe they document shit. I don't know. Maybe they should document shit. I know that when my daughters got pulled over illegally, we could have went off, and I was going up there to go off. Instead, that police department, rather than have me go to court, did something that I never seen a police department do before, and they're all white up there. They was letting us know from the rip, yo, we didn't. This wasn't like they asked my youngest daughter for ID, and she was like 12, 14, something like that. And I ain't know that at that age you carry around fucking ID. What fucking ID? And they made that right. The captain of that station made that right. So you calling around trying to call in anything, anybody trying to call into, call Pennsylvania, call the FBI office, and just say my name and ask about, say anything happened to do with the Moultrie case and see what happened. They're gonna bang on you. Yeah, Philadelphia build the office down here. They must know something. Yeah, Philadelphia, New Jersey, all of that. Philadelphia, all them fucking offices must know something. Devin Brown been up here. Yeah, they know something. That nigga ain't just get out of jail. He ain't just walk out of jail without saying something. So, is there a time to lie? Whoever came in and John said, is there a time to lie? Yeah, there's a time to lie. Yeah, to one of y'all snitches. Make sure that they know I ain't in league with y'all. I don't got nothing to do with y'all. I ain't with y'all. I ain't with the government. I ain't with none of that shit. So I don't know what that lady was talking about. What she said, y'all told what she said. Who she think her fucking people is, I don't know who the fuck she think they are. Like I said, if you're getting information like that with the last 4 digits, I never gave you the last 4 digits of my social security number, and I know everybody in the fucking United States know that you're not supposed to have the last 4 digits of no one's social security number. How do you got that? And then say that I'm running scam. How would I run a scam? Where are you getting the last 4 digits of somebody's? Yeah, that sound like a data breach. Somebody giving out. That sound like somebody leaked that. So, good luck to you all. that was involved in all of that shit. Sorry y'all got pulled into it, but we'll see what happens on the 19th. Told you. Before this started, what I showed y'all about witchcraft, what they do. If you had a last 4 digits of my social security number, you could bring financial harm on me. Somebody has my credit report, they could bring financial harm on me. I'm not in none of y'all fucking groups, so there ain't no reason for nobody to fucking be trying to humiliate me, because I ain't trying to humiliate nobody. I humiliate you in return for the protection of my family. So you motherfuckers that's talking too much, and yeah, you ever heard of the song People Talking by Jigga? Yeah, you probably didn't hear that. I hear the people talk.